to the major assignment for today. If unfortunately we are not able to do other things aside from this today, we'll just end it at that. Okay? But even if we are not able to conclude this discussion today, I don't mind continuing it again next week. You see this, the table that you are seeing, 2022 Q2 earnings forecast, banks. Please let it remain there on the screen, and I take time to explain it to you. What we do in our organization actually, but because I don't want the figures to be cumbersome such that you might not be able to capture everything. So I have to reduce the table within which can be sensible. Okay? If you look at the first column, you will see banks. And then under listed, you have Zenith, Access, FBNH, GTCO, UBA, ATI, WEMA, FCMB, Sterling, Stanbic, IBTC, Fidelity, Unity, and even Union Bank that has just been taken over by Titan. Then the second column, you see the price, and then you will see what we have done. The second quarter, okay, from 2017. If a foreign investor wants to invest, they cannot do less than this. Ideally, before you can say a company is consistent, you have to look at the performance over a period of 5 years. And that is exactly what we have done here. From 2017 to 2018 to 2019 to 2020, as a matter of fact, to 2021. So the column 2022 is the forecast that we have generated, because 2022 earnings are yet to be released. Then the PE ratio is also the forward PE ratio against the expected earnings. In other words, what we have done is to assume that the company will release these earnings. Of course, they might release earnings that are lower. They might also release earnings that are higher. This is just a projection. And what we did was to look at the earnings growth rate for over a period of 5 years. And that was how we arrived at the figures. So what you need to do as the table remains on the screen is to take time to study this, okay? And then Malam Aruna, we will now begin to look at the table altogether. Let me also say this. This will be available, one, on our website, stocksng.com. STOCKS, 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 then NG, stocksng as in Nigeria.com. Again, you can just go on your YouTube channel right away. Go to YouTube now and subscribe to our Stocks Watch channel on YouTube, STOCKSWATCH, Stocks Watch, plural. Okay, that is that. Because all these things will be available there for you to sit down with and analyze and reanalyze, understand for improvement, and probably you take decision on it. Much more than this, this next Saturday of next week, which is 18th of June, we shall be converging under the Association for Avid Shareholders, and this we will be discussing. I will have the time. I might spend 2 hours to explain it. So if you want to know more, join me and others this Saturday at is it 12 p.m. or 2 p.m.?
2.
Please, you call the numbers, Yomi, Ruth, and Wale. It will be displaying. And for those who are members of the association, you already know the time. We have our WhatsApp group. I will discuss that. But this is one of the things I will be discussing. Malam, now, PEG ratio, just for the understanding of those who are watching, how does it work? What is the relevance? How is it used?
Okay, before we go that, this table I just want to advise our viewers that is a good work which you should have spent money to acquire it, but look at it free of charge. Then the other issue, how do you interpret this table? You must understand that, I always remember my lecturer, he said, if you read the introduction, you should read the conclusion. Then you fill the gap. If you cannot fill the gap, you say you are not there. How do? I look at what is the earning as a 2017. What is the earning forecast as 2022? So when you take the two figures, you see the variation, you know the direction that the company is going. So at least even if the figures confuse you, take these two figures, 2017, 2022. Is there any differences? To what extent? That is telling you the direction of the company you are going. Then we now come to the PEG ratio.
Madam, even if we don't want to talk about PEG ratio, I'm satisfied with that. Take that, okay? If you want to know how to use PEG ratio, meet with us Saturday. Aruna will be there. Malam is Ajala Travel. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Malam is going to be there or not. But Aruna is not so much. You are Ajala Travel too, but you don't Ajala Travel like that.
I'll be very, very consistent.
So I can easily drag Aruna there. You can be rest assured that Aruna will be there. I will be there. And my team that the team that is generating this figure will be there. Yomi is a faceless manager. He will be there. Okay? Wale is also a faceless person. He will be there. Tony will be there. Ruth will be there. All of us will be there. If you have any issue, please come there. We are not charging. Ideally, Malam, say the truth. If we are to just hold a workshop to discuss this issue, how much do you think we should charge?
50,000. Yes. You have to spend money to make money. You don't get money just without spending money.
But unfortunately, because this is suffering, a number of people are taking it with a pinch of salt.
Okay, Aruna. Now, looking at this, what is your own interpretation of this table as a guide to those that are watching us?
No, what this is just trying to tell is historical growth from 2017 to 2022. You even made some of the comment. If you look at Zenith, it's telling you at the price of 22 naira 85 kobo in quarter 2 2017. Zenith any per share was 240. It increased to 260 2018, 283 2019, 3 naira 2020, 2 naira in 2021, 3 naira 38 kobo. It's telling you a story. This is a stock that is growing. You know that this is growth. It's going irrespective of whatever that is the economic situation. To this telling you a bank that is resilient. And you now say that at 2022 it will be 3 naira 68 kobo.
You know it should even be more than that, Malam.
Do you need to tell anybody that this is, how do they put it? I don't know how to speak that Yoruba, or I've said it in Yoruba.
Say it in Yoruba.
Whether
I will correct you.
That is when the elephant is busted through the bush. Those small grass can't hold it. That is exactly what it's telling you. It's telling you cannot get it wrong in Zenith. This is a stock that have grown. Let's just say we are looking at this period from 2017 to 2022 that showed this growth.
Aruna, when assets move, you keep quiet. Because look at Zenith, 2 naira 40 kobo. Now you are talking of 3 naira 68 kobo. Just an increase about 50%. Look at asset. 1 naira 11 kobo to 2 naira 98 kobo. Almost about 300%. And this company keep on going. So you know if the bank you are looking for the future, this is the bank. Yeah. Because they have not even done it all. They are still acquiring. And it shows you that the best way to do it is just to acquire the best. Because we have seen what happened to GTCO. If you look at the GTCO from 2 naira 84 kobo to 2 naira 67 kobo, where is the growth?
Malam, so GTCO, yeah, you mentioned now, was actually growing until 2020. As a matter of fact, until 2019. Because from 2 naira 84 kobo in 2017 to 3 naira 25 kobo in 2018. By 2019, it has become marginal growth. And it was 2019 that GTCO began to show signs that something is happening. It has started to diminish the growth between, because if I have this in here, I will have extended this further to probably 2015, 2016. But from 2019, GTCO has started showing that no, something is wrong with it. By 2020, it actually declined from what it did in 2019. And then 2021 declined against what it did in 2020. And then in 2022, it will take grace of God for them to do better than what they did in 2020. Because the PEG ratio is actually negative.
You see, my concern, this is the bank that we know for consecutive 15 years there was growth. Why are they declining? They will tell you they have not acquired anything. The same thing with Fidelity Bank. Fidelity have not acquired anything. But look at it. From an annual of 21 kobo to 81 kobo. More than 300%. So why are you not making it? Other banks are making it.
In management, especially where you do maybe product innovation, there is what they call drop error and go error. I think they must have committed one of that. So what they were supposed to have dropped, maybe they went ahead with it, or what they're supposed to have gone ahead with, they drop it. I think that is.
We need to go on a short break.